Well, hi, Cancers. Welcome to Quickie Tarot. It's time for What is My Ex Thinking? So let's find out. I've shuffled really good. Let's get started. From the universe, please. What are Cancer's exes thinking? There you are right there. What are Cancer's exes thinking? Please, universe. What are they thinking? Still need a card. What are Cancer's exes thinking, please? Okay, we definitely have plenty of cards to get started. So that's what we will do. The overall energy of this reading, get these lined up here real quick, is the Five of Wands. That is anxiety, confusion, and stress. This surrounds the whole reading. So this anxiety, confusion, and stress is in both your energies. Let's find out why. Up here in your main energy, Cancer, the Six of Swords. That is sailing away from these rocky waters down here to calmer, more peaceful waters. So you're moving into a better place for sure. It's right next to the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups, that is like putting your love on the back burner, putting it on the shelf behind you, guarding it, got your arms crossed, got your feet down, and it's like, okay, I know I have all this love, but, I'm just going to hang on to it for now. I'm just going to hang on to it until I know that I can, hand it out. It's right next to your card, the card of Cancer, the Chariot. What the Chariot's all about is moving forward at a pretty fast pace. So here you are moving forward. This is kind of slow, like nonchalant, but you're really moving faster than that, okay? There's probably a current in the water. Because the Chariot is about almost like leaving the dust behind you. So protecting your love and moving forward. Getting away from adversities, the stress, the anxiety, the confusion, which was in this card. That's the rocky waters. So under the Six of Swords, we have the Ten of Cups. Lovely energy, but this is what you're moving away from. There was some sort of, it's an idea, okay? That's all this card is the idea of having a happy home, happy family, 10 cups of love, all up in the sky, sunshine and rainbows, dancing and joy. It didn't turn out that way. It turned out to be stressful. And it turns out that you need to move away from it, from that whole idea right now. And taking that, you still got 9 cups of love out of this 10 anyway, and you're protecting them. You got them on a shelf back here, and that's where you're keeping them for now. You've actually had to reach out to the Hangman, which is the universe, about all this. When this card shows up, it means that the universe hears you. This is what I call the card of enlightenment because all the blood is rushing to this person's head and they're enlightening you. And they could be enlightening you through the cards or look around you and other areas of your life. There are pieces of enlightenment all around you about why you're stressed and confused about this whole thing. You are moving forward. And being that the Chariot card, and this is your card right above the Hangman, it seems to me that's the right thing to do. You don't want to live in the Five of Wands. That's not comfortable at all. So under the Ten of Cups here, we have the Nine of Wands, and so this is in their energy. This is what's happened to them. Okay, they felt this commitment, this love, this traditional idea of home and family, being together possibly for the rest of your lives. That was causing a lot of stress, anxiety, and confusion for them. But they reached their wits' end at it. They couldn't handle, they weren't ready for this idea. Okay, remember I said this is an idea? They weren't ready for that. It was really wearing them out, wearing them down. So this is what came into play in this relationship. Whether they said anything about that or not, this is what was going through their mind. This is why they were moving so darn slow. We got the Knight of Pentacles here. That Knight of Pentacles is right under that card of confusion, anxiety, and stress. It's because this slowed them way down. Perhaps things were going really well, and then it just seemed to come to a standstill in the relationship. This is why. It's because they just can't get their mind around this Ten of Cups. It's scary. And just the thought of it totally wore them out, put them at their wits' end, and they halted their horse. So this horse isn't moving really. I mean, when it does, it's so slow you can't see it anyway. There they are, thinking about the whole situation, the pentacle being you, really thinking about it, but not going anywheres, and driving them insane because we got that Five of Wands in the middle and the Nine of Wands. It just totally wore them out. The reason they can't move forward here in this relationship or I'll bet any relationship right now, they're not, for one thing, they're not ready. And another thing is they have too many questions here about love. We got the Queen of Cups. This is a possible water energy. So, there's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So this could be your energy that they're thinking about. This could be why they have so many love questions. This is the only card in the deck that has a cup with a lid on it, little windows around it. And this queen, male or female, is trying to peek in those windows because this cup is full of answers to all the love questions, no matter what they might be. It's right below the Hangman. And that's reaching out to the universe for advice on what to do. So they've actually reached out to the universe too. But boy, they're confused. They have lots of anxiety about moving forward towards that Ten of Cups. That's what happened to this relationship, whether that's what was said or not on their side. And so we got the Three of Pentacles and the Fool down here in their energy. The Three of Pentacles is, you see, it's a dark card, okay? So this is not being able to work together, not seeing eye to eye on moving forward or the way the relationship should go. There also might have been some other influence because there's three people in this card here. So they might have a friend or somebody who's saying, don't do it, dude, or don't do it, girl, because you're not ready for this. You're going to get yourself into something you're not going to be able to get out of, and just putting the fears in them, that they already have fear and anxiety. So they could have been enhancing that that fear and anxiety that they already had. It's right next to the Fool card. And the Fool card, part of what could be said is you're moving too fast. You're not looking. You're leaping before you're looking. Take your time. Slow down. And that's exactly what they did, was slow down with this Knight of Pentacles. Way, way, way down. Matter of fact, they slowed down so much that the relationship ended. So, they're not ready. That's the bottom line for a relationship. They weren't prepared to move forward as fast as they feel like they were going. You may not feel like you were, but they did. So up here, we have the Death card in the Page of Wands. The Death card, this is right above that Three of Pentacles, kind of that negative energy here. The Death card is about Scorpio. This is the card of Scorpio. So there may or may not be Scorpio in your chart or theirs. We do have water signs like the Queen of Cups. We do have the Chariot. And Scorpio's a water sign. But, regardless, it's the energy that really matters. And the energy of this card is leaving the old behind and moving toward the new. This horse is moving, as you can see. So it's like ringing in a new year. This is in both your energies. This is kind of what the influence of these other people was kind of actually wanting them to do, or encouraging them, I should say, to do, is move forward and kind of leave this relationship behind. But there's things that need to be said on both sides still. I don't think there's closure over this relationship with the Page of Wands coming out. It comes out next to the Death card on moving forward. And it also is above this Fool card. So the Fool card was leaping, going too fast. Perhaps this is something that really needs to be talked about. It's bubbling up. It could be bubbling up in both of you to really need to say something about all this, or in just one of you. But someone needs to say something. Now, the Page of Wands also holds that staff in new beginnings and moving forward. So I'm beginning to wonder if they might be starting to think for themselves and not really paying attention too much to what others are saying. Let me read on, okay? This Death card is next to the Hangman. The Hangman is the universe trying to enlighten both of you. This is in both your energies. So it might be about, just leave the old stress and the anxiety and it was wearing them out, just kind of like, just leave that behind and move forward. That could be what's going on here. We have the Ace of Cups next to the Queen of Swords. Now the Ace of Cups, that's pretty close to your card. Moving forward toward love. I mean, the Ace of Cups is a giant cup of love. That's actually a cup of love that is either being handed to you or you're handing out, or it could be an even exchange of love. So, I'm feeling like there is love here, okay? No matter what happened, there is love here. There's some sort of outside influence going on. They were petrified over moving so fast toward this Ten of Cups. To them, it was fast. They just weren't ready. No matter, even if it felt slow to you, they weren't ready. And the Queen of Swords is here, and this is possible air energy, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy. Could be in your chart or theirs or around you. But this is the truth. This is speaking the truth about love. It's right above the Page of Wands. This is speaking the truth about love. The Ace of Cups is right above the Death card. Look at that. Moving forward toward love. Toward love. I don't think they're going to leave love like behind, because they really have something to say. And we have the card of the truth, speaking the truth, asking for the truth. This is in your energy. So I don't think this is quite over. If this doesn't sound like your reading, it's not your reading. But Cancers, what it looks like is, I think you're moving too slow in this relationship here. There was a breakup because of all the stress and confusion. You put your love on the back burner and you're ready to move forward, okay? Either way, with or without, that's what it feels like. You're going to move forward. Well, all this thought, maybe even talk about, the rest of your lives, all the love or whatever, boy, that caused a lot of stress and confusion for them and wore them out. They came to a standstill. It's like, I don't think I want to move forward anymore because I'm heading too fast. With the Fool card here, I'm leaping into something. My friends are telling me the same thing. I have too many questions about love, about how much do I love the other person. This is all male or female. How much do they love me? You've both reached out to the universe about this, and it is about moving forward. But it looks like they're going to leave some of this. At least it looks like they're going to at least try to leave these influences behind, leave this stress and anxiety behind. And I think they're going to want to start over and talk to you about maybe slowing things down so that they're comfortable. I don't think everything that was on their mind was ever said. So, and I think it needs to be said. And I think you're going to get the truth. You're going to find out that you do love each other. So, Cancer, that was your reading. Thank you for watching Quickie Tarot.